Hi, this is Mendy Newman from Ericom. In this session, we're going to be taking a look at the file download protections included in the ZT Edge platform when not using isolation, rather when using inspect mode. So let's dive right in. As we remember from previous sessions, the ZT Edge platform can protect end users from the dangers of the internet by implementing remote browser isolation for a session, which totally air gaps the website being visited from the user's local browser. For some websites, for some users, and in many different use cases, isolation is not necessarily required or even recommended. Rather, the user can browse via the ZT Edge proxy, but still maintain a level of protection from the dangers of file downloads. So even without isolation, we can block and, more importantly, process via our sanitization platform any file downloads. So let's take a look at that setup. So here I am in the ZT admin. I'm in the policy section. We have a default policy for the marketing group. It is set for access to be inspect mode. In the file handling section, I have set this up to be block, which means if a user tries to download any file that is not embedded on a page, we're not talking about images on a page or JavaScript on a page or things of that nature. We're talking about Word documents, Office documents, PDFs, executables, zip files, things which are downloaded from a page, so they will be blocked. For another website, a specific website, filesamples.com, for the marketing profile, we've also set that to be inspect mode, but now we are allowing file downloads, but they will be processed by the file sanitization platform, which means that the file before it is downloaded to the end user will be checked by the third-party platform, which will inspect it for antivirus, and more importantly, totally disarm, reconstruct the file in a safe manner to make sure that no potentially malicious aspects of that file are downloaded to the user's local device. This is a unique feature within the ZT Edge platform, even when in inspect mode. Let's take a look at what this looks like from the end user's perspective. So here I have two websites I've opened up. Both are in inspect mode. We can see there's no isolation being on here. I have filesamples.com and fileexamples.com, similar sites, but I've set up two different policies. So the file examples website is using our default policy, which will block file downloads. So when I click here to download a file from this site, obviously we get the downloading message of the site itself. And then what ends up happening is the user gets an HTML file downloaded to his device. When they open that device, they can see the result of the file download. In this case, the file download has been blocked. We need to use this HTML file download mechanism because we have nowhere else to tell the user on his screen that the file is blocked. So in this case, the file has been blocked. When I go to the filesamples.com website, which we set up a CDR-based sanitization of downloaded files. So now when I go ahead and download the file, again, the user will get a HTML file that is downloaded immediately to their local device. When they open that HTML file within the web browser, they will then see the processing of the file. So the file might take 30 seconds, could take a minute, depending on the size of the file, the complexity of the file, and the particular policy that is chosen. But when the file is fully processed, the user will be then able to download the file from within this page for a specific amount of time. They cannot come back 3 or 4 hours later. They can only do it within, I think it's 60 minutes of downloading the page the first time. So you can see over here the file progress. It is going through the various steps of the file sanitization platform, antivirus, and CDR in this case. And once the file is deemed to be safe, the user will then get a link via a button to download the now sanitized and clean file to their local device. When they click download, they now get the actual file downloaded to their device. So even when not using isolation, you can still receive the security and benefit of protection from potentially malicious file downloads. And this is a unique feature of the ZT Edge platform. Thank you.